when you're growing and you're on the way to the top, you're gonna lose. People are gonna come in and out your life regardless. You're gonna meet the right people on your way up, or whoever got the same intentions and mindset as you.
Hey guys, it's Chanel. Like, comment, and subscribe to LonzoTalks. It was amazing being here today.
Yo, what it do, y'all? It's your boy Alonzo, aka Mr. LonzoTalks himself. We are here back in the building, back in the studio, and I have a very special guest on stage. When I tell you, oh my goodness. When you hear her story, you gonna know exactly wow, she official. So, let everybody know exactly who you are and pretty much what is it you do.
I'm Chanel. I'm a model and I do YouTube.
Goodness, wow, it's a model and a YouTube and everything. I gotta ask, so what made you want to get into doing YouTube and being a model and everything? Mm-hmm.
So YouTube, honestly, I just YouTube is basically personal. It's once you start vlogging yourself and just doing stuff every day, it's just comfortable. It's peaceful and it's something I want to look back at, watch my growth. Basically. Got you.
So pretty much what you want to do is you want to be able to showcase what it is. You want to be able to showcase just looking
your progress. Yeah, your
progress. Especially when you start out, I like to say turtle. Obviously, you're not starting out as a turtle, but you're starting off in your early heydays, but then pretty much you're just progressing and you're growing, and pretty much you're watching your transformation grow and everything. Got you. That's what's up. So who would you say has been your biggest influence as to what got you into being a YouTuber?
YouTuber. So right now, my favorite, her name is Leah Alexander. She's a lifestyle YouTuber, and she basically just she vlogged her life and stuff, and it's just yeah, we don't know, get paid and do you?
Ain't no wrong with that. Listen,
I mean, it's kind of risky though, because you're
mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say telling your business, but you're open to the public, so it's everyone is literally watching your life, but
mm-hmm.
I don't want to be fake and
no.
everybody the old thing going on, I guess.
Pretty much, you want to make it individual. You want to make it pertain to you. So when people watch you, it's okay, we're watching Chanel. You know what I mean? We pretty much want obviously okay, cool. This is Chanel. This is what she got going on, and pretty much this is how she started versus this is how she is now.
Yeah.
So how long? Okay, so did you go to school for YouTubing, or you just pretty much picked it up?
No, I just picked it up because my older sister, she did YouTube, so I just bounced off of her.
Got you. Okay, sissy. Okay, shout out to the big sis. Okay, as you can see, hey, we got her on the podcast, we got her on the show and everything. So that must means that she doing something, because I don't just have anybody on my show and everything. But that's what's up though, girl. That's what's up though. And pretty much talk to me about this modeling thing then. So with modeling, okay, so is modeling something that you just was okay, cool, let me just try it out to see how it is, or something that you've always been wanting to do?
No, actually, I'm Jamaican, so born and raised, I went to a private school in Jamaica, so I actually used to do beauty pageants and stuff like that. That's how I started, and then I took a break, and then I used to go to casting calls and link up with different creators or photographers who want to shoot you and stuff like that, and then I just started doing fashion shows after a while, so people just like you, I guess. And every time you go to a fashion show, you always meet more models, and then you get more gigs, and you just meet different designers. So that's really how I started.
That is very true, especially because I did New York Fashion Week back in 2021, 2022 and everything. And pretty much when I was doing it, right, I used to do a lot of casting calls, and a lot of times you can meet a lot of great people when you go to casting calls. You'd be surprised as to who walks into that room, whether it's a photographer, whether it's a fashion designer, whether it's somebody that's organizing an event. So I know you definitely met
a lot of people I was not expecting to meet this year, and I was in rooms I didn't even imagine myself being in this year. This whole year, it was different. The stuff I'm doing now, I would have never thought I'd be doing it, honestly.
Gotcha. So I know I can only. We didn't even get to the good part. Yeah, shoot, we didn't get to the good part. So pretty much, okay, cool. So talk to me though, right? So obviously, you said you came from Jamaica, and pretty much you got started into YouTube, and you get started into modeling as well, that too. Talk to me about some of the times where okay, obviously not everybody's going. Let's keep it a buck. Not everybody's going to support you for what you do, right? Obviously, you're gonna have people that's going not be by your side or say you should do something else, like, or I don't know if you heard this a lot though, but like, oh, like you sure you want to do that? Like maybe you might want to just be a doctor or a lawyer. Like I don't know, fashion. Like it's like how do you weed out the hate? Like how do you weed out the hate when it comes to like people telling you not to chase your dreams?
People would try to put fear into your plans, and it's just like if God gave you a desired like dream or something, I wouldn't just give up just because nobody else supported me. Like I'm gonna still push and do it regardless. Like yeah, once my mind is set to something, I'm gonna keep doing it. Like I feel like when you're growing and you're on the way to the top, people are gonna come in and out your life regardless too. So it's like you're gonna meet the right people on your way up, or whoever got the same intentions and mindset as you. That's just how it is. That's
very true. That's very true. Because honestly, I especially like people like our color, like I'm gonna just be very transparent. Like people like come from where we come from, right? Yeah. You know what I mean? Though it's like people make it seem like what we want in life is so unachievable just because not everybody else can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say for example, whether it's a basketball player, whether it's YouTuber, whether it's a model, whether it's an actress, like whenever somebody else can't do it, they'll try to make it seem like you can't do it because it didn't work for them.
Oh my God, that's so true. Like, also like saying that, like I met people that does the same thing, or they would try to like I said, put fear in your heart, and then it's like, well, just because it didn't work out for them, it might not work out for you. So it's like we're two different people, like and then people will work with who like. I don't know. It's like a connection thing, basically. Like some stuff is, and then you got to be very like big on networking.
That is very true. And how has networking how did it open doors for you to be able to get to where you are today?
Like I said, I've been in rooms I was not expecting this year networking, and I'm a shy person, so me meeting people, meeting people is like now I would never be on this podcast. Like,
hey, I mean, hey, you're here.
Exactly.
Well, you're here and everything, like, shoot, like, hey, y'all gotta give it to her. You know what I mean? Like, I just met the sister today, and pretty much, like, when I found out about, like, how, like, she's really, like, doing her thing, like, she's building, like, her powerhouse, I'm like, ooh, I gotta give it to you. I was like, nah. Like, she's definitely doing her thing. Now, okay, so pretty much, like, you talked to us about in regards to, like, okay, like, distinguishing out the hate, distinguishing out, like, okay, like, like certain people that don't support you and stuff like that. So now, my next question for you is, right, obviously, like, you didn't just magically wake up all of a sudden and be, like, a dope YouTuber. You know what I mean? It's like, obviously, though, you had to have people, like, at least try to give you, like, critiques and stuff like that along the way. So, like, how was you able to, how was he able to like get the like listen to people like obviously give you genuine critiques and then pretty much be able to apply to like what you do?
I recently went to this networking meeting downtown actually, and I met like they were like lawyers and different stuff, and then I was telling him that like my old videos I used to like private them and stuff on YouTube because I feel like I'm better now, and I used to cringe going back. But he was like, why would you private them? He was like, that's how you track your growth. Like, but I was like, I felt like my editing was so bad back then. And it was just so cringe. But I was like, he's right. Like, people want to see you grow and stuff like that. So that's what I'm learning is like, give myself grace and like be patient.
So basically, like, he was able to distinguish, like, okay, cool, like, these people ain't hating, they really giving me genuine critiques and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay, that's what's up and everything. Now, pretty much, like, what are some of the things that you got going for you as far as, like, because 2025, it's only a matter of time. You know what I mean? Like, I already know, like, you're gonna go crazy for 2025. Like, so, like, what's the biggest thing that you want, like, the people to know about you going into 2025 and beyond?
Okay, I've been getting a lot of like more opportunities for modeling stuff, especially for Carnival, like bands and stuff. I actually have like 4 band launches that 4? They reached out to me to model and stuff. So I was like, okay, actually going to South Carolina in 2 weeks for their band launch. Okay. So I'm super excited. I feel like 2025 is just gonna be so different, and I get to make my content, vlog my journey, and just see how everything goes.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, so like she said not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 band launches. So 4 band launches. Oh my, nah. I gotta give it to you. Congrats on that, sister. Congrats on that. And I gotta give it to her on that. Now, pretty much like, oh man, I know you definitely like excited about that. Going from here, South Carolina. Like,
it's not easy, especially like, because I'm not, like I said, I'm very shy, but I've been stepping out of like, but I've been stepping out of my shell a lot, like, but that's like the only way I'm gonna grow, honestly. Right. That's the only way, like, I got serious anxiety. You don't believe me?
That's crazy. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, you're doing a really good job, like, conquering it and pretty much like overcoming it. Because obviously, like, people don't believe me when I say this, but I used to freeze. I really used to freeze. Like, when I tell you, like,
I used to have panic attacks. Like, I was one of them people to call my mom at school, and but I call her. I'm like, I'm having a panic attack. She's like, do you want me to come get you? Like, I was that type of, like, it was so bad. Like, I don't know how I got over it though.
But hey, honestly, like, it's the little things like that you just gotta look
like
back
large crowds. I don't like it. Like,
large crowds. Oh yeah, I don't like large crowds. It gets very intimidating. Especially.
I'm working on it.
Hey, you're doing a really good job at it, Queen. You're doing a really good job, especially like you're doing YouTube, you're doing modeling, stuff like that.
I think YouTube really helped me like break out of that, because like when you do YouTube, it's like you're talking to yourself, and then you get to go back and look at it. So I think YouTube really been helping like build confidence, honestly. And then when I start seeing like the comments rolling in and people actually loving your life and interested, I was like, okay, well, I didn't know it was like so easy for me to hit 1K already. Like, I only have my YouTube for a year, and I hit that goal within 4 months. So I was like, okay, well,
4 months?
Yeah. I'm almost at 2K. So I was like, maybe this is like, a sign to just keep going.
Gotcha. Nah, hey, honestly, like you said, YouTube is your passion, modeling is your passion. Like, definitely keep going though. And obviously, you got my support. Obviously, we definitely gotta get that photo shoot. We definitely gotta get that photo shoot and everything. Hey, but that's definitely the what's up though, honestly though. Now, pretty much okay. So going forward, right? Like, obviously though, like, I already know you have like an understanding of like weeding out, okay, who's hating and who's like, like genuinely like really trying to like. I already know that you already know exactly how to weed it out now. So like, pretty much like, do you see yourself like collaborating, not just like with band launch and stuff like that, but do you see yourself collaborating on getting like on the bigger platforms such as like New York Fashion Week or like?
That's my goal. I don't want to box myself in. Well, I haven't boxed myself in.
Okay.
I don't want to box myself in just for Carnival. I've been working on like other stuff, like New York Fashion Week. That wasn't a thing for me. I'm trying to do more, since like I said, Jamaica. I'm trying to do more Beauty Expo, Jamaica, and stuff related in my country. Basically, it's like collab with stuff with like
Now, do you see yourself being permanently based, like not permanently based in Florida, but you definitely want to do something to where you're going back to?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I feel like that's why I started Carnival modeling, so I can have a chance to go back to Jamaica and stuff all the time. So yeah.
That makes sense. So now, oh my goodness, wow, we covered a lot. We definitely covered a lot in these past 10, 11, 12 minutes. Like, wow, like make sure you follow this sister on Instagram. Make sure what's your YouTube?
My YouTube is Chanel No C.
Chanel No C.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm definitely have to tap in with you and everything. But hey, you already know it's your boy Lonzo. Definitely had to bring the sister on the show and everything. Hey, kudos to you. Keep doing your thing though. Obviously, it's only gonna keep going up and stuff like that. It's your boy Lonzo. This is your boy LonzoTalks. Hey, make sure you stay tuned and subscribe to the page. I will see you.